más me arrepiento de no haberte dedicado mucho tiempo. Poco a poco ese amor se fue muriendo, pero vengo aquí a decirte que lo siento. Me eché unos tragos para olvidar de todo lo que he provocado. El sufrimiento me lo paso a cada rato y te juro que jamás me he perdonado. Déjame convencerte que eres tú la dueña de mi pobre corazón. El amor que yo te tengo es algo tan sincero. Olvida lo pasado, me pongo ante tus manos, tú decides cuándo algo para determinar si en verdad doy continuo amor. Disculpas yo te pido, me muero por besarte esa boquita dulce que ya había perdido. Y más me muero si me dejas en olvido, pero haré lo imposible.
Welcome, my peeps, mi gente. Welcome to another exclusive Orti, podcast. Thank you for joining me. And welcome to a brand new week. It's Monday. I know, another long weekend. Well, I hope everyone had a great Mother's Day weekend. Shout out to all those mothers out there. You know, if it wasn't for you guys, your guys' nurture and unconditional love, believe me, you know, men wouldn't be where they're at right now. So, you know, shout out to you guys, to all the mothers out there. Well, those that don't know, as for me, you know, I'm Mexican American. So this weekend we had, for us, it's two Mother's Day, on the 10th and on the 12th. So me and my family, we had a great weekend. You know, it was a blessing, and you know, like I said, you just got to make just not just Mother's Day, but every day. You know, appreciate those around you, those loving people. Just make memories, new memories. You know, bless them every day. So yeah, it was a great weekend for me and my family. Like I said, it was a long weekend, you know, so it's kind of hard to get the bearings going, and especially I ain't on Wednesdays no more. So it's cool, you know. It gets me more time to you know, brush up or get an inspiration to talk about. But sometimes too, you get a little complacent where you're like, oh, you know, you're getting the ball rolling, and then next thing you know, you're back to square one, you know. But I'm getting it, you know. So yeah, like I said, thank you for listening, all the viewers. Let me make sure I get on here so I can see the views, the comments, and whatnot. And like I said, I'll try to answer as much questions or whatever you guys have regarding the subject, the thesis. Let me know, and I'll either bring it up as we go, or, you know, the next day I'll make sure. So yeah, so since it was Mother's Day weekend, I thought I make it a Mother's Day edition. Sorry about that. Hold on. I thought I'd make it a Mother's Day edition, you know, give love and insight, and maybe a little bit of insight of the man perspective on things, and it's all about the mothers, because, like I said, we wouldn't be what we are if it wasn't for our mothers, and those mothers that ain't here now. I mean, respect to them, and just know there are angels on our side and on your guys' side, and you got to keep the memories alive, and just know that they're there. They're there in your heart. Keep them alive with memories, and yeah. So much love to them too. So so it's a Mother's Day edition. So again, this course today is about the women, in your life, the mothers, and like I said, I'm gonna try to give a good insight, positive, like I always do. Whoever's been listening on my podcast, which are on YouTube, please check out the Orti on YouTube. It's nothing but, there's 4 episodes right there. Share, like, I really, I could really use the views and stuff like that, so we can get this ball going. It's nothing but, like I said, if whoever's been watching these podcasts, these 4 podcasts, it's nothing but positive. I want to just give nothing but positive energy where I've been. Experiences, books. I've been talking about books. These are my books right here. Those that don't know, or the ones that are tuning in today for the first day, these are my books. Rabia. I'm on number 3. That one just came out right there. The Rank Posse. So it's a 5-book series. I'm on number 3. It's on Amazon and all that. So I talk about that too. How I came about my characters, and I just try to, like I say, give out nothing but positive energy on knowledge, insight, where I've been, and about focusing on the good stuff, and you'll get that in return. So yeah, so this is gonna be a Mother's Day edition, because like I said, it's respect to all the mothers. And in my lifetime, I was blessed. I was blessed to know strong, courageous, and smart women in my life. Like I mentioned, those, I always talk about it on the last previous episodes. I strongly believe that a woman makes the man better. I strongly believe that, and, like I said, me personally, in fact, I learned dependence from of a mother of 2. I learned unwavering loyalty from a mother of 3, and I also learned strength and courage from a mother who conquered cancer. So I learned all those qualities from mothers. Because like I said, they got their own. They might not be physically strong, but they have that keen insight that us as men, that we carry our pride, and we don't want to, or sometimes we do things rationally, and we don't see things with we don't vision things, but they do. They know how to be restrained, and sometimes to any leader, to anybody who's leading or part of a big decision, needs that in their side. They need that outer look instead of your pride and your rash decision, your manly decision. You need that also, that outside look from a significant other, a significant female, who will give you that perspective. So I learned all those. I learned dependence. I learned how to be, I learned on loyalty, but and also strength and courage, So, I learned those from strong mothers. So even in my books, like this one, Libro Uno, this one right here, I talk about, I make characters, female strong characters. I make them because I believe that makes a leader strong. You need that female. Look at I always bring up Bonnie and Clyde. He had that female. Obama Michelle. He always gives credit to her, how she kept him grounded. I mean, just strong people. Look at like I said it before. Look at Taylor Swift and look at Kelsey. I mean, look at the power he has now. All of a sudden, he's getting all these advertisements, all these, followers, and I mean, that's powerful. So don't never underestimate females' perspective. So yeah. So like I said in my books, I believe behind every powerful character that I created, there's a strong woman behind her. In book 1, right here, this one right here, the Varo, you have the gentle Teno, who foresees danger from her husband's pride, and he, too bad he don't accept it, but you see how she sees a perspective, she sees the danger, but sometimes our pride don't want to see it. So, and also in book 1, you got the beautiful Amari character, who ends up with Lynx, who Lynx is like the main character on this. He's a powerful leader. And you have Amari, who shows Lynx how to be loved and shows Lynx the real meaning of love, So there's always a strong female character in this, So, and on book 2, this one, Rabia Libro Dos, The Rise of the Hanjus. So this is, samurais that immigrate into the United States, from Japan. So, and you have, who is it? It's Agape, the slave girl, Agape, who ends up with the powerful leader of Itsu, leader of the Hanjus. And she teaches him the real dedication of sacrifice. So, and in my books, there's always that powerful female, because like I said, I believe a female plays a lot into a man to where he is right now. And in my latest book right here, The Rank Posse, you got Theo, who's in love with Aisha, but Theo realizes the importance of Aisha once she's gone. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like I said, I'm gonna make this all about females and mothers, because we got to give them love. We got to give them respect, regardless, and, like Tupac says, you are appreciated, you know what I mean? So, yeah, so I'm going to try to break it down a little bit, give you guys a little insight. Hopefully, you guys can take the positive energy and observe it, use it, exercise it. Or, like I said, there's going to be some people that are watching the same thing, and they're going to be like, oh, man, he's full of shit. And it's okay. Everybody has their own opinion. I was like that before, my mind was closed, until I started maturing and reading and exercising good, positive energy. And now I believe I'm a success, like, I got 2 books, 3 books, and I'm working on another one. I mean, like those that have been watching the podcast know that, this is a success for me. I know I keep bringing it up, but I just want people to know that this is a success for me right here. Just seeing this already in Amazon and or Barnes and Noble, just seeing my name on books, and people always tell me too, like, wow, you publish books? Well, I mean, it's far-fetched for a person who in our environment, it's far-fetched to think that, but why? Why? We got to break that cycle. We got to break that cycle. And like I said, success don't have to be, publishing a book or anything. Whatever success to you is, what you put your mind into, either family or job, if you're content with that success, that's success. So, yeah. So these past couple episodes, I've been talking about books. Those that remember The Secret. It's the law of attraction. Whatever you attract, whatever you put your energy into, you're going to receive. So, and then we started talking about the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, which sold 12 million, by the way. If you guys are thinking, oh, well, that book ain't nothing, they ain't gonna do nothing, they ain't gonna change nobody's life, but it sold 12 million. So, I mean, it must be doing something right, So, let me see. Wow. Make sure I'm online, make sure I'm watching whoever's watching. And like I said, I'll get to the questions and whatever after, but okay, here we go. All right. So yeah, and last episode we talked about it. Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power. I talked about my favorite laws, which is Law 11, making people dependent on you. So I wanna let me because I got a couple people wanted me to clarify a little bit on that. So Law 11 is one of my favorites from the 48 Laws of Power. It's making people dependent on you. And I strongly believe that. You got to be you. You got to be unique. What makes you you? Because it's sad to say, but there's going to be somebody less, cheaper, more attractive. And if they could do what you can do, you're going to be replaced. That's just facts. So you got to make sure that you can do you. Nobody can do what you do but you. You got to be unique. You got to be outside the box, and don't get complacent in whatever you do. Oh, you get a job and you start doing, oh, this is easy, but you're not looking to, excel. That's why you need to be looking around. Okay, what can I do more? What can I do more to advance? You got to, because that's what competition is. In this world, it's nothing but competition. And there's people looking to get your job. Just like me, this platform that I have right here, I'm pretty sure there's somebody right now trying to, take me on my spot. And you can't be mad at that, because there was probably somebody here before me that I took, so it's just the game, the way of the game. And that's why that the book, 48 Laws of Power, it's all about strategic and not being blind to the games that are going around in the world. And it doesn't mean to apply all the 48 laws of power into your daily life. No, just use the ones that attract you. And there's going to be a few. And there's gonna be a few that you're gonna be like, oh, nonsense, and that's cool. You know, it's the ones that apply to you that you can relate and that you can use. Like I said, don't be blind. There's people scheming. Whatever you have, they want, and they're maneuvering underneath you. You know, there's songs that are about that. There's, you know what I mean, stories, so many, even all the way to, you know, look at Julius Caesar and his best friend Brutus. You know, stabbed him in the back. You know, so betrayal and all that scheming it's life. You know, it's life, and you can't be mad at it. It's the way, that's what makes the world go around. Challenges. So you gotta, you know, like I said, making people dependent on you. Make sure that you can do what nobody can do. And sometimes go outside the box. And I bet that person or your superior is gonna acknowledge that. He's gonna think like, oh wow, he really enjoys this. He or she really enjoys this. He, you know, is trying to excel, and they're gonna appreciate that. You know, I know a friend of mine who, like I said, like everybody around her in her job is getting fired or let go, but that person's still in the office chilling. Why? Because, you know, it'll be a big downfall from that company if they let that person go, because nobody can do what that person can do. So you gotta, that's what you need to do. Just like, for instance, you know, man, and I'll tell you how people scheme. Like, don't be fooled. You know, look at I went to the mall this past when was it, Saturday, I think, and I went to make a bill. I went to go make a bill. Just to make a bill. That's all I wanted. Hey, okay, boom, get another bill. And then I come out with a new item. Just by them salesmen, you know, those little tactics they got, you know, and they got me, you know. But hey, I love it. I'm not regretting it. I like the item, but there it is. It just shows you that, you know, once I walked in, they already knew, okay, how am I gonna sell this person something? And, you know, I'm thinking, okay, I'm just going in for a bill, that's it. But they're already scheming and they got me. But, you know, I'm all right because I love the item, and I mean, it's in my budget, so it's all good, you know. But yeah, so that's Law 11 is one of we talked about it, making people dependent on you. That's one of my favorites. And I also talked about another favorite of mine. I think it's Law 28. So the Law of 28 is enter action with boldness. So that means if you're gonna do something, do it, and don't apologize. You know what I mean? Do it your way. If you feel that's how you want it and you feel strongly about it, then do it. You know, don't like I said, don't apologize. Don't let no one detour you or sway you any other way. Just stick to your plan. Like me, I mean, I use myself a lot in this. Like I said, because whatever law, it's gonna relate to you, and it relates to me. Because I entered writing into the publisher world. I entered it. It's a domain. I was foreign to it. I didn't know nothing about it. All I knew, I had a good story to write, and I just wrote. And I read about, I read authors' biographies. I mean, how they started writing, and I started, and they all plainly said, all these famous authors, Stephen King, these guys, Robert Greene, all the same thing. They say the same thing. Just write, you know, just write. Don't worry about grammar or anything like that. Don't worry about that. You have people that get paid for that. Just write your story, and that's what I did. And I mean, when I was writing it, I didn't think it was gonna. I was still kind of skeptical because those that don't know me, I was incarcerated, and that's where I started writing my story, my book. And those that don't know, incarceration, there ain't really that much motivation. Yeah, there ain't really no inspiring motivation. There ain't no. You don't see business people. Really nothing. Like I said, it's just like I said about prison. It's just a warehouse for men. That's it. You're just there and for failure. So, but I kept writing and writing and writing, and the books that I read, The Secret, that helped me out also. Just being believing your product. So that's what it is. Enter action with bonus. So I kept on, and then when I got released, so here's the real challenge: is how to get it published. So I'm looking at publishers, and I get distracted because you get distracted out here, and also discouraged. Like, oh my God, how did you just, from a person in our environment, you don't see this, so it's very discouraging. But you got to stick to your plan, your goal, and don't let nobody detour you from you. And when I came out with that, I found a self-publisher. They told me when I sent them my story, they were like, this don't sound right. Why you capitalizing this? Why you doing this? Why does this word is like this? What's going on? Why this don't sound right? And that was another discouragement for me. I was like, okay, maybe this ain't for me. But you gotta believe in your product. That's what all these business people, they visioned something and they kept on. And now that makes and sometimes your uniqueness, not what's what's proper or ain't always the best thing. You got to be unique. You got what's gonna set you aside. So I said no. I want it the way it is. So if it fails, then it's on me. Who do I got to blame but myself? So. So you gotta enter action with bonus, and don't apologize for your dream, your goal. Keep strong. Keep doing it. So I like to give this example too about bonus, or being out of being unique in your own way. Okay, say. In New York, you got all these taxis. I don't know, they don't even have taxis no more. But like I said, I'm doing this as an example. You got all these taxi companies, Same thing, a yellow, they're all usual, the yellow vehicle, that's a taxi, same thing. They're all yellow, bam, bam. Okay, but what if a company starts adding stuff into that cab, like keeps it clean, leaves a newspaper in there, AC on, whatever. That's yes, it's the same thing. It's the same cab, but this is what separates this cab business from that one. You're going to go to that cab business, the one that has that newspaper, the one that's going to be clean. You know what I mean? So that's how you got to be. You got to be, even there's competition, so you got to be unique. Even though, like in books, they told me, like, they said, when your book comes out, there's like maybe 500 or 700 books coming out with yours too. You know what I mean? So what makes yours different? So, and mine is different, so, so that's one of my favorite laws too, Law 28. Interaction with bonus. So, and now, since it's a Mother's Day edition, and giving credit to females and trying to trying to give you a man's perspective on what we see and what we like, you know what I mean? So maybe you guys could take it to heart, what I'm gonna explain to you guys, or my opinion. So also in the 48 laws of power, there's this law 1, which means law 1 is never outshine the master. Never outshine the master. And like, I ain't saying men we're the master of you guys. I ain't saying that. It's just in general, never outshine the master. So I'm saying, like, in relationships and dates, if you guys go on a relationship or on a date, you know what I mean? Don't try to outshine the man, you know what I mean? Like, let him be the man, because it's discouraging, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get all kinds of feminists already, all pissed off at me, but it's the truth. Like, if a man is interested in you, he's gonna choose the venue, he's gonna make sure to open your door, and he's gonna pay. That's okay. That's what men's supposed to do. You know what I mean? Don't try to outshine that. You know what I mean? Talk about career and, yes, we the person already knows, but we don't want to hear that. Hey, let's just, let me be a man. So yeah, that's that's a little insight. Like I said, I'm probably, people are already here, females saying, "Oh wow, well, I could pay my own meal and this and that," but really? Excuse me. But really, you're like, no man likes to hear that. Like I said, I'm giving you a man insight because it's a Mother's Day female edition, so I'm giving you a little insight from a man, a man who, I'm trying to apply these good laws to you guys, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I'm just said, never outshine the master, never. And like I said, it's not that we're conquerors, we're above you guys. No, a guy who's interested in you is gonna already respect you and knows what you're about. Knows he ain't gonna feel like he's above you. He's there to protect you. So just saying, like, let him be a man. Let him be a man. He knows what you're about. If a guy's like I said, if a guy's interested in you, he wants to do all that for you. So yeah, so that's law 1, and I don't know. Like I said, I was reading and I was trying to find these laws that you guys could apply, mothers or females, that are going through it. So, yeah, and there was another one too about never put too much trust in a friend. I mean, I think we all can relate to that, right? I think we all know about, betrayal by a friend. And there's songs written about it, many songs written about it, So, I mean, like I said, these laws, they just fit into your life, And it doesn't mean to be all paranoid, like, okay, no, I can't tell it. No, it's just how many people would be happy right now if you guys didn't tell a close friend of yours, your secrets? You guys won't be much happy, because I'm telling you, once you tell your friend your secrets, that's it. They got a leverage over you. They got an advantage over you right there. Because only your friend knows your secrets, and only he or she could, advertise it. So I mean, yeah. So don't put too much trust in friends. You know, it's a leverage, and it's, you know, you might think I seen it. I heard childhood friends all of a sudden quarreling, you know, not even be able to talk to. It happens. And they know they're each other's secrets, so they got their leverage. They got their, you know, they could utilize that on you. They could capitalize that on you anytime. So, you know, these are just laws, you know, in that book. Never put too much trust in your friend. And then another one is, I think we could all relate to this one. You know, it's the law. Which one is it? Oh, okay. It's the law 36. I think we could all relate to this one. So law 36 is ignoring is the best revenge. Yeah, come on, you know. I was on that side of the table on this law, and man, it is. When someone ignores you, somebody don't, like, you break up or you guys have a fight and they ignore you, that you don't hear from them, damn, that's you know, that's hurtful, you know, that's painful, you know. So that's what I'm saying. Ignoring is the best revenge. You know, it is. You know, because when you're acknowledging a petty problem, you're giving it, how do you say? You're giving it existence. When you're concentrating on a petty problem, you're giving it existence. And if you're giving it too much attention, or you're giving someone too much attention, you're making that person powerful. You know, they become powerful and superior over you if you give that person too much attention. You know, the less interest, the more. No, it says the less interest, the less they become powerful on you. You know, it's true. You know, you gotta, petty problems, whatever, you gotta just not let it get to you. Don't add into that energy, because it's gonna be superior over you. You know, don't think like, you know, I'm trying to be like, you know, be paranoid on everybody or nothing like that. Just be aware. You know, be aware. It's a mental game out there. You know, you gotta be careful. There's people that are scheming. You know, and I'm giving, like I said, I'm giving you like a man's perspective. And I mean, I think everybody used this law before. You know, ignoring is the best revenge. It is, because it shows to that person, like, you ain't sweating them, or you ain't sweating her, or, you know, you're not, and you don't care no more, or whatever. If you truly move on, whatever, just ignore it, you know. And that's, like I said, I've been on the other side of that. And it's bad, and it's real, you know. So like I said, that's the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. He talks a lot about trust, friends, how to move ahead of your in the business world, being careful, you know, relationships. You know, it's just a good book. So like I said, I just wanted to make this Orti about, you know, trying to give insight to you females, to the girls, to the ladies, because like I said, it was Mother's Day weekend, and, you know, we got to encourage them, we got to strengthen them, you know, and that's why I'm giving you insight. Hopefully it's good insight where you guys could use it and apply it. like I said, people could see this and be like, you're full of shit, but some people could receive it and excel wherever in relationships or use it, or it might come about one of these days and you're gonna be like, oh man, I remember this. Sometimes it plays like that. You know, good information, sometimes it will apply when you're in that situation. It will apply. You know, so I'm trying to see my views and comments here. I don't know what's going on here, but let's see. Let me try it out. Let me see. Okay. Man, I can't see. But hey, whoever's watching, whoever's viewing, hey, I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate it. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. But hey, like I said, I appreciate it. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for... Oh, I see the likes already right there. Like I said, YouTube. It's already out there. I got 4 episodes on YouTube. Just search the Orti. You know, with Julian Melendez. It's like a white advertisement. Like it, share, you know. And, you know, I'm here Mondays from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. And I just try to, like I said, I just try to speak good, positive things, you know. I mean, I could be like these TikTok guys, like, saying nothing but bullshit and or talking about where I've been and whatnot, you know, because I mean, I have that right. I could, but why? You know what I mean? Why? I know that's what everybody wants, vanity, you know, that. I mean, you look at Netflix, you see nothing but shows about incarceration, people, you know, 90-day incarceration. Man, half of the shows, lock up, all that, you know, locked up overseas, all that. Everybody's fascinated by it, you know. And yeah, I got stories, and I'm not ashamed, you know. I'll like I said, as we go, and if something portrays a situation or experience, I'll say something, but I mean, I don't want to glorify it, you know, like many do. I'm here. I want to spread positive vibes, you know, and show people, because stats are that 8 out of 10 inmates go back to incarceration. And it's true, because when I was in there, I'll see people return. Like, what the hell? Like, okay, I'll be in there, and next thing you know, I go to the yard, and I see a guy, and I'm like, oh man, this guy hasn't got released. I thought he got released. So I start talking to him, and he's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I was released a month ago, but I came back in. I heard that story many times in there, you know? And I'm like, wow. I mean, and I ain't saying they like prison, because I'm pretty sure nobody likes prison. But, I mean, we get out, and I seen it, you know? If you don't have resources or any kind of a backbone or positive surroundings or anything like that, I could see it, why it's more feasible to return back into incarceration. It's, I get it. And that's why you know, I'm thankful that I did have a good support system. Would I be this if I didn't have it? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't know. I just go by what's going on now. I would like to think that I can, you know, I got out, even though without the support system, I could get back on my feet. But I don't know. I know it would have been harder. I'll tell you this, because you get released. Next thing you know, you need a place to live. You need money, of course, and job, you know. But the one thing they don't tell you, and I hope some guys that get released see this before they get released, and take into mind, man, when you guys go to your parole officer, ask for vouchers, and because they get a certain amount of vouchers for clothes, living quarters, food. They just don't tell you. The parole officers, they don't tell you. I don't know what they do with them, but they don't tell you. It's just like when I was in incarceration. There's so many resources in there, college, vocational trades, school programs. There's a lot of outlets in incarceration, positive outlets, but they ain't gonna tell you. They're not, because they don't care about you. They don't care if you go to school or nothing. All they care is about make sure you're in your cell a certain time, and that's it. So you gotta look for it, And I did, I started, looking, asking. A closed mouth don't get fed. I believe that. So I did, and I found out about vocational trades, college, which I got 2 degrees on. I got so many vocational traits certificates. Oh man, and all that. Cause why? I wanted to capitalize on my situation. I didn't want to get out and just not know what to do. I wanted to have a direction. So that's what I did. And so yeah, when whoever's watching this, parolees, whatever, make sure you ask your parole agent, man. If you ain't got nothing, even they're supposed to provide that for you. Vouchers. Tell them. They're supposed to provide that for you. That they get a certain amount of vouchers for each parolee. So, ask for them. And like I said, I'm just here, to hopefully a parolee or somebody who's going that route. Hopefully I can change their direction in life, because I wish that upon nobody, the years I spent in there, it was, it is what it is, So if I could change anybody's mind, one person, that's good. So that's why I don't care about vanity or whatnot. They gave me this platform. I believe the Lord gave me this platform for a reason. And I'm gonna spread nothing but good knowledge, and that's why I'm here. And also to promote my book. Like I said, it's out there already. I hope you guys can get on this, purchase it and read it, and we can go back and forth right here. Like I said, the 3rd one just out right now. I'm working on the 4th one already, which should be out like in 2 months. It goes to 5, and I'm really focusing into it being a series, a series, because there's so many characters in this, And I'm gonna keep, like I said, I use the law of attraction from The Secret. I use the law of attraction. I focus on the good, and I exercise it, and I believe it, and I receive it. You focus on negativity, you're gonna get negativity. That's misery loves company. I gave the good example about a waitress. If she comes and, or he or she waitress, comes and, makes sure your drinks are filled all the time, comes by, asks you if you guys are okay, this and that, smiling, happy, man, I'm gonna give that person a tip, a good one, man. That was good service. But you see a bitter one with a stinky face and just okay. I know a lot of people just be like, that was lousy service. Yeah, let's get a tip, but not that big, you know. So I use that as an example too about you know, how just doing positive things, you know, it could get you far. A positive outlook in life, it just can get you far, and that's what I try to do. I read a lot of books when I was incarcerated, a lot of self-help books, because I don't know, I like all those self-help books. I like a lot of philosophy, and so that's what I learned from The Secret, and also from the 48 Laws of Power. Like I said, the 48 Laws of Power, you don't have to apply all the laws, you know. You don't. Some are, they're, you know, unnecessary. But there's going to be some that are going to attract you. And because if you're not using it, I'll tell you one thing. There's going to be a person who you're talking to or who you're going to come across in the future who has read it, and there's motivation, whatever you have or whatever, they're going to be scheming. So it's good to know, you know, all these, not all the laws, but just the ones that apply to you, you know. So so a little recap of it. So like I said, it was a Mother's Day edition, and those that ain't mothers also, you know, the females, you know, just giving you a little insight of what we think. So again, law 1, which is never outshine the master. But I ain't saying a man's a master. It's just saying, like in relationships, or if you're going on a date, let the man be the man. You know? Let him choose the man. He already knows. Like I said, if he's interested in you, he's gonna do all that. He ain't gonna wait for you like, oh, split the bill or what? Nah, man. Why you want a guy like that, you know? I mean, yeah, after a while it's cool, but I'm talking about if he's interested, he got your back, you know? So let him, don't now try to shine, oh, yeah, well, look, here's my credit card, you know, let's do this. No, you know? It kind of, it's just, that's how the world is, you know? You know? So, and remember, never put too much trust in friends, because only your friend knows your secret. And if they know your secrets, automatically they got a leverage over you. That's it, you know. Oh, they got that ace card right in their pocket, ready. I mean, to each his own. Go ahead. I mean, you believe this childhood friend ain't never gonna betray you. Go ahead. It's cool. And yeah, there's times when they will be dedicated. But what I seen is more friendships, childhood friendships, get done by betrayal than them increasing to being adult friendships, you know. So, you know, just be wary, you know. Never put too much trust in friends, you know. So that's a little insight. And like I said, I'm here just to spread good knowledge to you guys, positive. I mean, but if there's something else that you guys want to speak on or ask questions about, hey, I'm here too. Hopefully, you know, we could get the books. Like I said, they're on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And we could talk about it too, because I believe it's going to be a series. It's going to be a movie or a series. And I want you guys, I'm going to remember you guys, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, I remember this one was loyal to me right here. You know, and I'm going to remember it when it's up on the big screen, you know. It's So yeah, just like I said, I'm also on YouTube. Thank you for the viewers. Go on YouTube, share it, like. I have 4 episodes there already. It's the Orti. Also check out MT Radio on Facebook, YouTube. Subscribe to them. Let's we're out of the Coachella Valley. Those that if it reaches other areas, we're out here in the Coachella Valley broadcasting. Just check it out. Check the page. Subscribe to it. Tell your friends. Share it, please. And I'm here. Just remember Mondays, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. And like I said, send your questions, and I'll get to them whenever I can, or the next Monday when I'm here. But until then, thank you again. Here's my books. We'll talk about them more and how I came up with the characters and more of my lifestyle if it fits into the dilemma. But until then, hey, again, our respects to all you mothers and those mothers that ain't longer with us. Keep their memory alive and all the females. Let's give them that love, man, that love that they need. Because like I said, we wouldn't be here without their nurture and unconditional love. So let's give love to them, man. So thank you for watching, for the views. Appreciate it. See you guys Monday.